Hey guys, it's Jess again. Okay, so it might have been slightly ambitious for me to think that I could do a makeup tutorial, considering that I haven't done one yet. So I'm going to keep it slightly simple today. And I apologize for me always looking crazy. The last 3 videos I've posted, I haven't had slightly any makeup on. But anyways, this is my favorite face, which is slightly tan skin face. My mom would tell me that I probably have too much bronzer on, but since I just got back from the beach, she can't say anything. But anyway, since I can't do a full makeup tutorial, I was just going to show, a lot of people ask me about my curls, and I was just going to show a few pieces of like how I get my curls and maybe a lip. So I did most of it already, but I just figured I would go ahead and get it done because I have a lot of hair. I use anything I pick up for the day. Right now I have like a 1 1/4 barrel curling iron because I believe most people have a curling iron and not a Marcel iron. But you can use whatever you want, a wand, a Marcel, a curling iron. This is what I grabbed. So I kind of let my hair part naturally. I like a little bit more of a lived-in look. And then I just grab small pieces. I open the barrel of the curling iron, and I just wrap the hair around. A lot of people say, oh, they practice, but like they can't ever get it the way I do. And then I touch the hair just to see if it's warm, if it's too warm. If it's warm enough, let it go, and then just let it do its thing. Let's see here, another piece. And around the face, I go back. I flip it back. It depends on the look you're going for. If you want more of a Marilyn Monroe look, you know, a little bit more old school Hollywood, you would curl it forward. But I, most of the time, like more of a beachy wave and wear it back. And so the hand movement changes depending on if you're right-handed or left-handed. And what size curl, no, not what size curl you want. I mean, sorry, I spaced out for a second. If you want the hair to have like an actual curl, you pick up smaller sections and stuff like that. And then if you want to go forward or backwards, you would change direction. And then when you switch sides, depending on if you're left-handed or right-handed, will determine which way you hold the curling iron. So I hold, on my left I would hold the barrel down, and on this side I also hold it down, but I'm just wrapping slightly different. And don't pull the curls out, let them set. A lot of people will go in and try to break the curl set prematurely, and then that's why the curl doesn't last as long. Now my hair's lightened, so I definitely hold a curl better than the average client if you're not bleach blonde, so there's that. And I also alternate like fishtailing some and not leaving the end out, so it's less of a pageant curl and more of like a beach wave, depending on what you like. Touch the hair a little bit. I don't recommend touching the hair if you're not familiar with a curling iron because you'll burn yourself. But somebody that is used to it, and considering I'm a hairdresser, I'm used to it, I grab my curling iron and touch the hair all the time. But practice a little bit. It feels weird when you're looking in a mirror just because your position's a little bit distorted, but I try not to look too much because then you'll get confused. 1, 2, 3. So I'd say probably a good 5, 6, 7 seconds, depending on how large your section of hair is. You guys can tell I'm new at this. Not a hair, just a filming hair. Anyways, so we're finishing this up. Okay, We're gonna let that set for a second. I'll put a little bit of hairspray. I'm using Redken's Triple Take. And then lip. So I love Urban Decay's 24/7 Glide On pencils, and I'm using Broken right now. It's backwards, but anyways. So it's weird using an iPad as a mirror. Now I am using a matte lip stick, so I put on a little bit of chapstick prior because I don't want any dry, crusty lips because that's not cute. Anyways, I line the lips completely. The sun's in my face. And then I am using 2 shades of NYX Lip Lingerie. I'm using French Maid and Baby Doll. Okay, anyways, not the point. Okay, so you know I like a little overdraw. Let that kind of dry for a second. I like mauve shades, but they're all neutral. All the lip lingeries come in like neutral tones. But I'm a little bit more on the mauve side, but you can find several different shades of neutral. And then I just put a little bit of the Baby Doll shade in the center. And then once that dries, I usually put like a little bit of chapstick over it just so it doesn't get too dry. And then I'm also going to use Urban Decay's Chill Setting Spray just so my makeup doesn't go anywhere because it's going to be a long night. Okay. I mean, not that long because this is Sunday, but you know what I mean. Okay. Spray again. Shake it out. Okay. And by the time it settles down, it'll be perfect. And that's another thing to think about when you're choosing what curling iron or what size curling iron you're using, because if you like it to be a little bit tighter, I'd use smaller, maybe like a 3/4 or a 1-inch curling iron. And then if you wanted a little bit larger curl that you don't want to have to wait for it to soften, I would use like a 1 1/4 2-inch curling iron, also depending on the length. So anyways, love you guys, big kisses, and if you have any questions, I'm here. Bye. Oh, that lip